Welcome back to another Sky High Aviation video, everyone. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Inibuilds JFK International Airport scenery for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. We're going to be taking a look at the gates, the terminals, the ground textures, the runways, taxiways, and a whole lot more. I'll quickly note that if you're watching this within about 3 weeks of this video's release, Black Friday is coming up, so look out for any deals on the Inibuilds website for that. Now then, here we are at Gate 4 in the PMDG 777. Really nice modeling on the buildings and great attention to detail. There's some vehicles for some ground clutter, and I just think this looks really, really nice. I think what you'll find with this add-on is that a lot of small details add up to really contribute to the realism a lot. And here we are moving through the terminal building. I absolutely love that these are fully modeled with shops, seats, people, signs. It is really, really wonderful. I've flown out of JFK Airport myself, and this is a truly fantastic rendition. And especially when you're in your airplane looking into the gate, it again just adds another dimension of realism to be able to see actual chairs inside and shops and people as you would in real life. So another really nice touch. Here, we're just kind of taking a look around some of the gates near the terminal, and I mean, this just looks fantastic to me. The ground texturing is amazing, and we'll get a closer look at that in a second. Just worlds better than the Asobo version, and I think the Inibuilds team has taken a lot of time and effort in this to really nail every detail, and it really shows here. Here we are back with our Emirates 777 at Gate 4, and we're going to be examining the ground textures. So the paint on the gravel just looks fantastic. We can also see some marks and some dirtiness on the ramp, which to me looks so much better than, the default just gray sheet that lays on the ground. So here's another thing I wanted to highlight because I thought this is just so cool. Look at these taxiways that, just like in real life, go over these roads and are kind of like bridges for the aircraft. I was so surprised the first time I taxied over these, and I mean, it is just amazing that they're actually modeled in the flight sim. Super cool. Additionally, JFK is the main hub of JetBlue Airlines, so here is their hangar where they do maintenance and other things for their aircraft, which is also modeled in this rendition of the airport. Again, just a really cool touch that was added by the Inibuilds team. Now then, taking a look at runway 4 left, I mean, the ground textures just look fantastic here. I really love this runway, and I think it just looks great, especially at night. The lighting on the runway looks pretty fantastic, so I'd definitely give that a try if you end up buying this airport. Accurate markings and some skid marks as well, which really add to the realism. Something very useful is the accurate taxi signage, which is, especially helpful when you're doing stressful flights on VATSIM and don't really have the time to pull up charts. So this is a great feature as well. Now, the only real con I've had with this airport is performance, but this isn't really a huge issue because you can optimize the airport in the Ini Manager. So if it's really too much on your system, you can just turn off some of the ground clutter, some of the interior design, and that will really help your performance a lot. I'll note that this video was recorded on pretty low settings. It was about 200 terrain level of detail, 90 object level of detail, and the rest of the settings were basically set to either medium or low, and I still think it looked really, really good. So if your system can handle more than that, it'll probably look even better for you. So that wraps up today's review of the Inibuilds JFK Airport for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. I think this is a really fantastic add-on. And if you like flying to New York or just want a big international hub, I think this is a great addition to your sim. Let me know if you want to see some reviews of other airports. I know I've got Dubai by Inibuilds, as well as some freeware airports that I could make reviews on. So let me know if you enjoyed this and if you'd like to see some more of these types of videos. I'd like to thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'd really appreciate a subscription if you enjoyed. Alright then, happy flying, and I'll see you later.